Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys have joined He Said What with your host, Simply Bree. Tonight, we are going to have an amazing show. I have a wonderful guest. I hope you guys are prepared. Thank you for joining us tonight. We're streaming live on YouTube as well as Facebook. So if you are in the box, say hello, put up your questions, your comments, and we will definitely bring those across the screen, give you shout outs. So tonight is all about encouraging wellness without body shaming. So I hope you guys are ready for this because I know I am. Our guest tonight is going to be Raul Rogers, and we're going to bring him up in just a second. First, I wanted to go ahead and let you guys know. Please go to simplybree.com. You will be able to obtain a copy of this video, as well as if you're old school, if you're used to us, being on the radio, then you'll be able to download the episode a little later on tonight once we have completed the show. So please make sure you guys check that out. If you are interested in advertising with the show, then send us an email, ads@simplybree.com, and we will definitely get back to you with some very good prices. It's just amazing. Just amazing. That's all I can say. Shout out to our host from Simply Sports. That's Royal right there. Thank you for checking in. And I'm ready. So if I'm ready, then I know you're ready. Okay. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring up our guest for the evening. Ryu, how are you?
I am doing fantastic. How are you?
I am great. Thank you. So tonight's topic, as I had put up just a second ago, is going to be on encouraging wellness without body shaming. So that's something very important to women. We want to know, do guys actually pay attention? Do you notice when we gain weight or when we lose weight? How does it matter to guys? So there's a ton of questions that I have for you. So before we get into that, go ahead and let everyone know, just give them a little bit of background on what it is that you do and who is Raul Rogers.
Uh, the Rayu Rogers is just a just a man, just a man in this world that is, just going off of faith and just believing what I believe in. I'm a model, actor, personal trainer, and just pretty much a leader out here in this world.
Awesome. Well, thank you again for being on the show tonight. So we'll go ahead and jump right into the first question. Do men pay attention to weight gain or weight loss when it comes to their women?
Well, I can't speak for every man, but I know me as a man and in the fitness world, and I'm real cautious about working out. I take it real serious, and not just working out physically, but mentally too. So I definitely pay attention to my woman if she was to gain a little weight or was to slip off. You know what I'm saying? I definitely would let her know, like, hey, you know, you kind of slipping a little bit, baby, but we got to get back. We got to get back on it. Meaning us, not just her. Us together, because we are as one in this relationship. And 9 times out of 10, she'll listen, and we'll just get back on track so we can get this weight off.
Right. Okay. And so usually when you have that conversation with your woman, is she usually acceptive to the approach or is she kind of taken back by it initially?
Honestly, she'll definitely all ears for it. I mean, we may joke a little bit, if I tell her like, hey, you're slipping a little bit, she'll be like, hmm. And we'll just get the laugh, and I'll be like, you know what I'm talking about.
Right. Yeah.
Before you know it, I'm like, hey, you know what I'm saying? I mean, just we both pretty much take our health serious. So, at times, we're gonna slip off, but as your man, vice versa, as my woman, I want that honesty if I'm slipping so I can get back on track. And that's all it really is. It's just real healthy, good communication and just being open to listening. I mean, we don't bash each other, nothing like that. Vice versa. She'll tell me the same thing. If I was to, I'm gonna say, slip off or maybe don't work out or gain a little weight or maybe lose a little weight because I lose weight easy. And she'd be like, hey babe, you kind of getting skinny on me. And I just laugh. I'll be like, all right,
Right.
I'm gonna definitely take care of that, but it's just good, healthy motivation on both our halves.
Okay. That's good that you guys are able to have that communication, that open dialogue, and be comfortable with one another where you can say, hey, looking a little skinny,
Right,
and you both
right.
receive it well,
Right.
because that's important. You have couples out there who they can't they can't say, hey, I feel like, they can't answer the infamous question,
Not
does
at
it
all.
feel like I'm getting fat?
Well, for the fellas, I would say for us, the fellas, when you hear that question, am I getting fat from your woman? You know, just words are everything. Words and definitely facial expression.
Yeah.
So, I would just say, just really just be honest with kind words. You know what I'm saying? I mean, again, she's conscious about her weight, and she sees that she's probably made with a little fluffy, and she want to know.
Yeah.
So I would just be like, hey, baby, I mean, yes, you have, gained a little weight, but we can take care of that.
Make
We
it a
can take
team
care of
effort.
that. But you are absolutely right. I have seen some couple that's like, man, why would you tell your woman that?
Yeah.
Before you know it, they're arguing and stuff like that. It's like, it's really how you say it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. It's
It's
all
really
about the
how you say it.
presentation.
Right, absolutely. So, we want to take it easy when we see that. We love our woman, regardless of what. But we also, what I tell a lot of people, we also want to keep that steam alive behind closed doors.
Yeah, definitely.
Right.
So now, when it comes to women, we tend to really focus on like one extreme thing. Like, if we want our butts to be big, we're doing squats 24/7. We're getting the clothes that kind of complement the butt. We're wearing, anything that we can think of to bring out those aspects. So, why do you think women obsess over their body image or even compare themselves to other women?
Well, I would say because of we live in a sexy world, meaning the physical attract. That's first and foremost, the physical attract before we even get to talking to stimulate our mind. So, we're very visual people. So, far as women comparing each other to a certain person's body, they want this person body. I'm gonna say maybe like a Beyonce or something like that. Beyonce worked for her body. I tell a lot of women that, what I'm saying, she get in, day out. She works out for her body. You have Angela Bassett, you know,
Hmm.
very phenomenal, real beautiful lady. She still works out. I mean, it's really all how bad you want it. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? So, working out it's a lifestyle. It's not like a one moment thing. It's a lifestyle. It's year in, year out. So you definitely have to work for it, with healthy eating and besides, physical training.
Right. A lot of the times we look for quick fixes like surgery. So let's say your woman didn't really work out as much as she should to get the body that she wants. She came to you and was like, I kind of want a tummy tuck and a Brazilian butt lift. How would you respond to something like that?
Well, I joke a lot, so I'll be like, you know what? You go ahead and do that. You go ahead and do that. But soon as you wake up, soon as you wake up out of your sleep in that room or whatever, you're gonna see me with a big old smile like, you all right? You good? All right, then let's get out of here because ain't nothing to happen because I still got your check in the hand. We're gonna work for it. But I would really say, instead of going that route, but I would give you the ins and out. If
Right.
you do go that route, the doctor will tell you still have to eat proper, you still have to work out to maintain that's surgery.
Right.
So again, you still have to work. You still have to physically work out. You still have to get on your nutrition, which is your dieting, your eating.
Yeah.
So I would just say honestly, after I'm clowning, you may as well just do it the right way and just stand out, because you're gonna meet a lot of other women too by you being a leader, and you done transform your body.
Mm-hmm.
So just go ahead and just work for it. And get on it real hard. Dedicate yourself to it, and guess what? You're gonna come out with a phenomenal body.
Mm-hmm.
I guarantee you are. If you just stick to it. If you just stick, every day is not easy. It's really not. It's not easy, but you stick to it. I guarantee you will come out with the best body you probably ever had.
Look at you sounding like a motivational speaker. Okay.
I
Y'all
go through this. I go through this a lot. Not just with my woman. Again, we motivate each other very well when it comes to things like that. I mean, we're getting older, and yes, we want to continue looking good the older we get.
right.
Right.
Okay. How old are you?
Man.
No, because I already know. Wait, I done seen some men in their 50s that look like they in their early 30s. So I already know. So that's why I asked.
You wouldn't believe it or not. I am 41.
Really?
Yes, 41 years old.
Ooh. Yes.
I know.
Now, speaking of motivation, what are some ways that men can help build their women's confidence without really going in and just saying, you just need to get off that couch, stop eating all that greasy food? Like, what are some positive ways to motivate you?
Well, one of them for me is I did this with my sister. It's probably maybe like 10 years ago, 11 years ago. This is when I first got into personal training. I'm the fit one in the family, so everybody come to me, Ryu, what I need to do to lose this or maintain this. So one of my favorite ones is find a picture. Whatever picture that's going to be for your personal eyes. Find a picture, screenshot it, put it in somewhere where anytime you open up your phone or anywhere where you walk at, the mirror or whatever, soon as you look at that picture, you're telling yourself, I do not want to look like that no more. I do not want to look like that no more. My sister has, at the time, she lost 40 pounds. I didn't know. I was living in Memphis at the time, and I came home for, I'm from New Orleans, Louisiana. So I came home for Essence Festival. So I'm all excited. I'm home. I'm at my sister's place, and she got a house full of people. So I'm at the house, I'm talking to my brother-in-law, but I got a drink in my hand, like, man, who is this shorty right here? She looking good. I just see her from behind.
Oh
I just see her from behind. When she turned around, it's my sister. I'm like, oh my God.
wow.
I'm looking at my sister. So my sister laughing. She was like, come here. I want you to come to my room real quick. So I'm all excited, like, because I'm the baby of the family. I'm thinking she about to give me a present or something or some money. She's like, okay. All right, cool. I'm going to come to the room with you. So she was like, go in the closet. Like, you shouldn't have,
You're
I opened the closet.
You're too kind.
Right. I opened the closet. She has a big old poster of her when she was at her biggest. And I'm looking at her. I'm like, man. She said, all because of you, I lost all that weight. So that's just one. That's just one. Always find that one picture. That one picture. Save it wherever you're going to save it at. Because every time you look at it, that is your motivation of not to look like that no more. Or you can always go with number 2. Well, we all went to high school with somebody.
Yes.
Somebody that was hot. So now it's like, what happened to this person? I don't want to look like that.
Yeah.
You can always go that route. That always worked for me.
Why does that happen though? Like physics, the law of physics. the ones that are hot in high school, later on in adulthood, they just
Well, you got to look at it like this. We all go through something in life, so we really don't know what that person been through for his life. And I always say that life got with that person, and they just fell off. You know what I'm saying? Versus the ones that really kind of stuck to it, or you have the ones that was a high. You look at them 20, 10 years later, it's like, oh, what you been doing? Hey, you looking great.
right.
We always run into those. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
Everything is really on you. I mean, honestly, some people they're just not capable of trying to working out. It's just not for them. Yes, they want the easy fix, but then again, they're very lazy.
Yeah.
They're very lazy. But again, my motivation is, I've been fit pretty much my whole life because of sports. So life after sports, I want to keep it up because again, we all want something to look at behind closed doors. We do.
Yeah.
We do.
That's important. I mean, listen,
very important.
you want to be attractive to other people and not just yourself at the end of the day.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So, okay, so we do have a comment. Tony says preparing healthier meals for the queen will help motivate her. It will be a joint effort. Teamwork makes so true.
Very true. Very true. But for the people that don't know how to make healthy meals, I would say do your research. Growing up, my mom, that's back in the day, she always kept cookbooks. So, I'll always look through those and kind of speculate with the cook and stuff like that. You can always start off with a salad. Salad is it all depends on what you put it in it.
Right.
Your salad dressings, ranch is fattening. I tell a lot of people that. They're like, what? You can eat ranch or anything. but they have light ranch. It's not as fattening.
Okay.
Of course, Caesar, Italian, but baked chicken, I would say leave ham, leave the pork alone. It's basically all depends what you're putting in your salad. So salad definitely would help with maybe baked chicken on the side or maybe salmon. So definitely I agree with that. Preparing your woman's meal so she can stick to it. But not only that, you really got to clean out everything too. It's going to be kind of hard because you got kids and all that, but you want to get the kids on a healthy track too.
And that's the hard part.
Right.
Because it's especially depending on the age of the child or children, you want to make sure that they're getting nutrients as well. So if you are new to, living a cleaner lifestyle, then you may not be as knowledgeable as to what children should be eating, because what adults eat and what children eat, I'm sure are not.
True, but you do have some healthy kids out here. My kids, they eat healthy, but you have a lot of healthy foods with a lot of flavor and snacks with a lot of flavor, not as much sugar as we grew up eating.
Right. Okay. Well, that's definitely good to know. You gotta know what's in the refrigerator that you can eat, people.
Yes. The refrigerator, the back refrigerator, the deep freezer. Please, you gotta go through it.
Yeah. And no, what is it? Processed foods, no food, no canned products because of high in sodium. You want the fresh.
Correct.
Too bad I'm not living by that. But yeah, I do know about it.
Right.
I do know about it though. So when it comes to the body modifications, and I actually touched on this at the beginning of the show, does it matter? Does the butt implants, breast implants, do that matter to men? Or are women just doing it for themselves?
It mattered to me, I love me a natural woman. So, and me as a man, it's nice to look at to know that she bought, her body parts, but I prefer natural.
Yeah, it's nice to see the barcode on it. But...
Right. So, but to each his own. I mean, some men they probably agree with it.
Yeah.
I can only speak for me.
Yeah. If there are any guys out there that's watching, what do body modifications mean to you guys? Are you for breast implants? Are you for butt implants? Because I'm sure a lot of guys out here just love themselves some Cardi B, some Nicki Minaj, where it's just plastic all over the place.
Some guys
Is
do.
Ryu the only one that likes natural women? I'm sure he's not. But let me know what you
I'm
guys
sure
think
I'm
in the
not.
comments.
Right. I'm sure I'm not. I bet not be. I bet not be.
Right. So why why do you think if men, and I'm not going to say all men, but if some men prefer the natural body of a woman, why do you think women go to that extent to get implants, to change the appearance of their bodies?
I'm gonna start. That's easy. That's a no-brainer for me. You got to look deeper in that. That's self-esteem.
Yeah.
That's self-esteem. I mean, whatever's going on inside them and inside here, that's why they're going to get that. They thinking, maybe I get this, boob job or the butt implants. I could find the right man.
Yeah.
I mean, but technically, if they really just love themselves and love who they are and just work on them, they can really find and get any man they really can. Confidence build that. Confidence and believing in yourself, that builds that. So it's definitely, low self-esteem. That's just you know, that's just my opinion. I
Right.
could be wrong, but 9 times out of 10 when women do that, to me it's low self-esteem.
Mhm. I could see that, and I do agree with you where I feel like some women do change the way that their body looks as far as adding in fake stuff because they feel like it's going to get more attention from
Correct.
men. But
Correct.
then the thing is, what kind of attention is that getting? Because it's
Um,
not all going to be good attention.
no, it's not going to be all good attention because you have so many predators out here and a lot of disrespectful men.
Yeah.
So a lot of women, I would say, please be careful with that. I mean, always carry yourself like a lady because again, you
Yeah.
know, we men, we physical, we looking first, like you know what I'm saying, like shorty looking good or which one, the one with the booty. We
Big
looking
booty Judy.
right.
Mm. Okay. All right. So, why do you think body shaming even happens? Where do you think, like, where did it come from?
Man, body shaming. I want to say it come from people that hurt. Of
Mhm.
course, like bullies or anything like that. They trying to do anything to body shame you just to make you feel bad because whatever's going on in their life ain't so good.
Right.
So
Mm.
I would just say don't pay attention to it because something is going on with that person and that person just trying to just joke on you, clown you, and just you know just doing the most. So just don't pay
Yeah.
attention to it. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are. You know your worth, and continue being you. Continue loving yourself. Continue holding your head up high.
Right.
You know,
That's the most important thing is being able to love yourself. If
right,
you don't love yourself, you're heading down a road of destruction.
man. If you don't love yourself, man, you pretty much in a dark place. But again, everything don't last forever. So eventually, you will love yourself.
Right. Yeah. After a
Right.
while, you have no choice. It's just
You
you and
have
you.
no choice. Right.
So, what are some ways that people can actually overcome body shaming? And it can either be from both sides, it can be the victim or it can be the culprit. What are some things that people can do to help boost their confidence?
Well, I'm gonna say ignore them. Ignore them. You know, you believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You believe in yourself. Always have that pep talk that, I am beautiful. I am outstanding. Always have that talk with yourself to overcome what is really going on, what
Yeah.
a person is trying to tell you because something is deeper inside them is hurting them. So they're trying to hurt you.
Yeah.
Always have that pep talk with yourself and always pray, always pray, you know, get in the mirror, laugh, dance, you know what I'm saying? Feel yourself, you know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're going to build your confidence, only way you're going to build your confidence, get around people that believe in you besides you believing in you and you believing in them. That's the
Mm-hmm.
only way you're going to build your confidence. Only way.
When you said that, that made me think of the birds of a feather flock together.
Oh yeah, they be
And
flopping. They be flopping too.
like Angry Birds.
Right.
So, have you ever been in a situation where you tend to be the only positive one in that group and you have to remove yourself and find an entirely different group?
Yes, I have been through that. I'm gonna say starting with when I started with modeling. I'm really not gonna tell you no lie. I'm always, the people. I'm like Allen Iverson. I hang around the people that's just like me. But I know that circle well, and a lot of them wasn't really trying to do nothing with themselves, and so me, starting off a model, I know one thing, I always was a good looking brother. So I was just like, hey, let me see what this about. So anytime, I'm around and the fellas around me, I can't, get this girl that you get. And I'm sitting there like, why not? Because, they like people like you. How would you know if she like you if you don't apply yourself?
Right.
All you can do is just be you. Women love to laugh. You know, just go up there, just be you. But you're lacking on yourself. But now you're looking at me, and I'm like, no, no. So again, I have to separate myself from that because eventually I'm going to be like that. A lack of confidence, a lack of believing in myself, a lack of, going get it, as the terms we say. you know. So yes, I have been around that, and yes, I have separated myself from that, and my life been fantastic. It's
Right.
probably one of the best moves I could have ever made. So I would give anybody that advice is to separate yourself from the negative, because you stay around it, you become programmed, and you eventually become negative too.
Right. Now, I'm sure someone out there is going to say, well, what about if it's my family? What if it's my mother? What if it's my father? What if it's my sister? How do you separate yourself from family?
But family is one of the hardest things, but at the end of the day, you really got to do what's best for you. I done been through it with my family, and again, it's all started with modeling, because of, again, a lack of confidence, a lack of because it's you that's doing it.
Yeah.
They'll praise a whole nother stranger, but the minute you start doing it, it's a problem.
Right.
So as far as it being your mom, moms normally understand. They
Right.
normally do. Just break it down to mom, like, hey, this is what I'm doing. It's not nothing bad.
Right.
It's not like I'm out here, doing porn or anything like that. I'm
Let's
just
write that
modeling.
down.
I'm not nude or anything like that. I'm just modeling, and it pretty much pays pretty good, and I like it, and this is what I want to do until I find out the next phase of my life of getting into something else to make me a little more income. And
Right.
9 times out of 10, mama understands. She'll just be like, just be careful, baby.
Right. So you said porn. How do you think life itself for you would have changed if that was the industry that you went into? Because we're talking about
Ooh, man.
self-confidence, we're talking about um, self-esteem, we're talking about wellness.
You talking about what you did say porn? How would that, if I'd have went that route?
Yeah.
Man, I'd have been off the chain. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. I'd have been off the chain. I think I'd have probably been booked all the time. I'd have had me a whole name and all. They just call me Coffee Cake. You know what I'm saying? But real talk. I know me. I know me. I wouldn't have did it. I'm sorry. you know, I'm private. I'm too private, so I just know me. I had many of through my whole duration on earth. This way before modeling. I'm talking about college. You know, I played football pretty much my whole career. So life after college, you know, got into personal training, which is, you know, your career.
Right.
So I'd have had all kinds of women in my past, you know, asking me, you know, you'll make a good stripper. I'm sure I would, but I'm good.
I'll
I'm
pass
good.
on that one.
Right? I'm good. You know, so I just know me and I know my word as a man, as a man out here in this world. You know, I'm not about to even go that route. To each his own if you do, but you know, as long as you've been careful out here, you know, do your thing. But for me, nah.
Okay. So with you playing football, football players have been known to have a certain look when it comes to taking interest in certain women or a certain type of women. How are you able, or how were you able to stay clear of falling into that image and still go for women that you were attracted to, and not more so what was expected of you to be?
Well, again, it goes back to, you know, everybody has a preference, you know, again, and I love down to earth, natural women, you know, women that are very smart, they could think for themselves, you know. I never was into the groupie thing or, you know, what most athletes are really into. You know, I always wanted somebody to like and love me for me, not for
Right.
what I'm doing, you know. So I always, you know, separated myself from that. But, you know, I have seen a lot of athletes, you know, go that route because they figure people gonna sweat them, you know, be on them and stuff like that, or like them even more, you know. So, you know, me, no, I really love me a down to earth person, you know, genuine.
Okay. That's very awesome. Now, because you are such motivational speaker and this guy with all the right words, what are some things that you have either said or done to help a woman feel better about herself? And
The
it's
first
and this can be someone outside of your woman. So just a complete stranger.
a complete stranger, you know. Strangers are the most best people to talk to because they are just talking, they're not judging, they just want to
Hmm.
vent, they just want to talk, you know. So the best thing I have told a stranger because she was going through it, you know, a breakup and going through a divorce and all that. Pretty much what we talked about earlier, she gained weight and her husband left her for a younger woman. So I just told her straight up, you know what I'm saying, at the end of the day, you know, forget him. He don't know what he's missing out on. You're a phenomenal woman. So at the end of the day, that is your motivation to get back on track to what you have to do because you're already beautiful. Oh yeah, you probably gained a little weight. You know, I don't know what you look like back then, but looking at you, I'm sure you was banging.
Yeah.
But he wasn't for you, so it's time for you to get back to that banging person, that awesome person. Again, you are beautiful. I know you're phenomenal just looking at you and listening to you. About a year later,
Uh-oh.
she got that banging body again. Right. And she thanked me so much just for just uplifting her, you know, from that situation. I know how tough it is with a breakup and stuff like that. And, you know, men and women go through it, you know, and the first thing we want to do, I know a lot of women, they get back in the gym and we clown
Yeah.
the body. Yeah, she's back in the gym. It's over for you, dog. It's over
It's
for you.
finito. There's no chance.
Right. So, you know, but that's self love. You're loving yourself all over again.
Yeah.
You know, you're getting to know yourself, you know, so and just, you know, just continue blocking out the negative. It takes a while. It definitely takes a while, but you continue working on you.
Right.
Continue staying beautiful. You continue setting your goals and your plan to execute.
Mhm.
Hello.
Yes. Listen. When a woman cut her hair, she color it, she go to the gym,
Woo. And that
it's
wait
a
next
wrap,
hell, man.
man.
That wait next hell moment. If she cut her hair, like yeah.
There's no coming back from that right there, like, because
Uh-uh.
she got to grow it all back. So if she get with you, she upset at you because of you is the reason why she cut her hair.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay. So flipping the table, because earlier we were talking about self-esteem and confidence, and this is usually what causes someone to be the body shamer. What are some ways that men actually suffer from low confidence? Because you guys do go through it too.
One way for us men to, ooh, man. Uh, man, honestly, us men, we just get outside. We just start going running like about 2 in the afternoon.
Oh my gosh.
It'd be hot. Hey, man, what you doing? You going through it, you gain a little weight, I understand. You out here at 2 in July, and it's like 107 out here. You tripping, dog. But nah,
oh my gosh.
but men, yeah, we go through it too. So I would definitely say get into reading, and you have motivational videos on YouTube. Start with there first. Mentally get there first to motivate yourself. Mentally get there first before you step foot outside to jog or walk. Mentally get there looking at these videos and reading motivational words before you step into the gym. And once you do step into the gym, take your time, build yourself. I know a lot of men, again, I'm a man, I'm in the gym all the time. They want to lift the whole gym. Like, dog, start small.
Overnight at that.
Yeah. Yeah, start small. Build your way up. Eventually, 3 to 6 months from now, you're going to be a different person, especially next year. But continue listening to that motivational videos, whoever that person is that motivated you. Now, if you have a woman, it still works. But I hope that you have a woman that motivates you and you listen to her, fellas. Because a woman, she's not going to tell you nothing wrong. She's not. She wants you to be healthy. She wants you to be okay. Most of all, she wants you to be healthy and live not only for the sake of you and her and for y'all kids.
Mm-hmm.
It runs deep. The best thing my woman could have ever told me was, a situation happened, and of course my confidence not there, and the best thing she could ever told me for me to get off my butt is, hey baby, I need for you to get up and get back to being you, because your health affects me.
Right.
Shoot, look at me now.
Look. Oh, here you go.
I'm up. I'm up. I'm up.
Okay. So basically, what you're saying is that women, when you notice that your man has either put on weight or his body has changed in a way that he's probably not pleased with, find ways to encourage him to get him back to how he was when you met him, or find ways to help him remember how he was when you guys first met, instead of nagging, instead of
nagging's not going to work, isn't it?
Yes.
Nagging's only going to make the situation worse. So far as women, just sit back. You know what I'm saying? The photo album, that works. Look at us when we were so young. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We both looking fly. We young, beautiful. We got these bodies. I would love to get back to that. Matter of fact, I would love for us to get back that way.
Yeah.
And we hear that. Like, shoot, you right.
People like, what?
Right. I want to. Yeah, we should get back to that route. Now, if that route don't work, women, you can always just let them know straight up, same thing we do for y'all, say, hey, you all kind of slipping, and I need for you to get up and get back on your health kick, you know,
Hmm.
just love him the same way he love you. That's all.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. And that's very important. That's like the meat and potatoes in a relationship. Being
Absolutely.
able to build your partner and confide in your partner and just be able to talk to them. If you cannot talk to your partner, you got bigger.
Right. Right. You got bigger, but communication is really key. But at the end of the day, you definitely have to be best friends with your significant other. You have to. That's the only way it's going to work. It's the only way. I mean, arguing and all this miscommunication, you have to communicate. You definitely have to be best friends. At least you know one thing: she coming at you, or he's coming at you as a friend, and letting you know, hey, I care. I need you to get back on track. Vice
Yeah.
versa, she care. I want you to get back on track.
Yeah. What is one thing that you would change about your past? Well, no, let me actually ask this. If you could change anything about your past that affected your present, what would it be and why?
What would it be and why? And a lot of people probably gonna be mad at me, but
Uh-oh.
it's all right. It's all right. I told a couple of my teammates this already. In all honesty, I probably, if I can go back, I wouldn't have attended Grambling State University. I went to a very phenomenal black college, a lot of history. Um, I went there for football for a scholarship, didn't really get the shot that I was supposed to. So if I can go back and change, I would go back and go to a different school. But I will say I'm glad I went because I have met the best people in my life and my best friend.
Yeah. Okay.
And me and him tight to this day.
Oh, that's awesome.
Right, right. And so, you know, that's probably the only thing I would change. But again, I'm happy I went because I met a lot of awesome people at that school.
Right. Well, that's amazing.
And and I'm part of history.
See? There you go.
Right,
Well, what makes you
right.
part of history?
What makes me part of history? Well, um, in college, especially black colleges, we have a lot of history. It's very fashionable. We do our own thing. So it's funny because so many of my classmates tease me or they joke about me because we have at the time there was two organizations, modeling organization, and both organizations wanted me. Yeah,
Oh,
they wanted me bad. I'm talking about bad, but I was just a student athlete. I was just like, I'm good. But I told myself, in which I have did, I held myself down and my city down to high standard of because I used to always get just traveling and stuff like, because people paid attention to cash money and Master P back then. And, of course, the thug look was in. And the minute they see me, I kind of dress a little different. I hear that quote, I ain't no New Orleans men look like this. I get offended like what you talking about. You know, I mean, everywhere we go, we got the same thing. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like we just don't have just thugs in New Orleans.
right.
You have your small people. You know what I'm saying? You have your pretty boys. You have your hardworking men. So of course, I was offended.
Yeah,
So by hearing that so much anywhere I traveled, just meeting people, I'm talking about, women from everywhere, just traveling. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just hold my city down on a different standard of how a man should look.
right.
And I can tell you from the staff, I'm talking about the staff, they was on your boy. They was on me. I'm talking about a student in college. You're nice looking young man. I'm getting it all. If I was a few years younger, it'll be on. You know, I got the school president want to meet me because, you know, I'm just standing out. You know, I'm not
Right.
doing
Yeah.
nothing wrong. I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just one of them cool cats at the time, you know, popular, you know, I'm the talk. So by the time I graduated, it's like, you know, I did my thing. So when I hear my son and my daughter like, you know, Dad, yeah, we heard about you in college.
Look.
I just laugh. I'm like, you know, I met your mom and, you know, I did my thing in college, you know, and that's
Yeah.
why I want y'all to go to college, not just to get education, but, you know, enjoy yourself. You got one life to
Right.
live. You know, I can go back to the memories and, you know, smile at it. But these two organizations wanted me so bad with modern, I denied them. So it's like years later, it's like, you modeling. Hey, like, ain't that
Look.
something?
Yeah. He's like, no, I don't want to
Ain't
be
that
with you
something?
guys. I'm just gonna wait until later on.
Right, right.
That's like a slap in the face to them, I'm sure.
It was, but they laughed so hard. Like, we wanted you so bad. Like, I know. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. See?
At the
Well, I
time.
mean, you gotta follow your heart, follow your dreams.
And that's just what I did.
So, how do you indulge in self motivation? Because I feel like that's very important to everyone, male, females, being able to inspire yourself and motivate yourself. How do you actually do that?
Self-motivation that's one of the hardest things, but again, every day is not going to be easy. It's not even for me. So one of my self-motivation is music. I put my
Okay.
headphones in. So I would probably listen to something like T.I., Big Sean. Big Sean always saying something that always going to be like, you know, let me get my butt up.
Right.
Rest in peace to Nipsey. You know, Nipsey will definitely get you up and get you on your hustle and your motivation. A little bit of Tupac, he'll definitely get you up on your motivation. So music, will definitely get you up, you know, to get you going.
Right.
If you don't have music, well, you definitely gotta have that little pep talk to yourself. You know, get up. You know, get up. You know, go and get it. Go and get it. You got it. You got this. You know, you gotta have that self talk. If both of them don't work, if you got kids,
That'll do it.
that'll definitely do it.
Yeah.
That'll definitely do it. If you don't got kids, you gotta always look yourself in the eye in that mirror. So I gave you 4 different ones that I use. 4 different ones, but most of all, my number one is my kids. I think of my kids and I get my butt up.
Yeah. Kids will definitely push you. Kids will rearrange your life like no other. Now,
Absolutely.
what is one little known fact about yourself that you are willing to admit now that would otherwise be classified as embarrassing? Yes, so I need you to be transparent and tell us something that you're usually embarrassed to share.
I was lame in high school. Can you believe that?
Really?
Yes, I was.
I can
Yes, I
believe it.
was.
I can
I
believe it
joke.
because those are the
I
ones that
joke about
transform.
it. I joke about it all the time. I moved from one spot of New Orleans to another spot, which is from uptown New Orleans to the West Bank of New Orleans, and I'm new. I don't know nobody, so yeah, you know, at the time I had a singing group. I was singing. I was one of the lead singers. And yes, I almost got that. Matter of fact, some of my best partners almost jumped me because I was always singing to the ladies.
Really?
Yeah.
They said, man, he got to shut up.
Right, because I'm taking the women from them. Hey, you know,
Mhm.
if you get your Jodeci on, you can do the same thing. You
And
know?
actually have the skills. Yeah.
Right, but nah, nobody wasn't paying attention to me in high school. Like I was lame, like real talk, real talk. Yes, I'm talking about people to pass me up or that's just right you. That's it. That's it.
Okay, but wait, because I already know it happens. So when they see you now, do they hit you with the, I had a crush on you in high school?
Ooh, do they? Do they? I think all of us get that. I had a conversation about that probably like a month ago. life after high school, life after college, or whatever. And now that you done, I guess, established yourself, and we all on social media, as it is
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, or Twitter. So people looking.
Yeah.
People are definitely looking. So yes, I have got all that in the DM, the inbox. I used to have a crush on you, and I'm just sitting there like,
Yes. Right? Like, get
no,
out of here.
no, you didn't. No, you didn't. And you hit him with that. It's like, all right, cool. So why you never stepped up to the plate? They give you the all the excuses in the world. Well, I ain't want nobody in my business, and yeah. Okay.
I was immature.
Right. So yeah, I definitely got it. So yeah, they see me now. It's like I'm good. I'm good.
I would love to
I love y'all, but
be a
I'm
fly
good.
on the wall.
Right.
So, speaking of this overall wellness, how does poor health affect not just the person who has the bad health, but everyone around them?
Say that one more time.
How does poor health affect everyone and not just one person?
Poor health, man, it affects the mood. It definitely affects because you feel that energy,
Yeah.
from poor health. Poor health also talk you out of a lot. You talk yourself out of a lot of things that you should be doing. So it's kind of hard to get out of that, but once you get out of it, you'll be all right. You start
Right.
elevating. You start elevating to a better place. But poor health, it does nothing for you. It just have you in a dark negative place. Just like poor eating. Poor eating. The food is good.
Yeah.
All that good stuff, but it
Popeye
has you feeling
biscuits. And
right. It have you feeling sluggish. It don't have you feeling the best. You probably got your little stomach problems. So it's not a good feeling. It's not a good
right.
feeling.
Yeah. And then if you have children, just having a poor diet, period, it can it can transition over into your children where now your children are growing up obese,
Right.
with health issues at a younger age, and especially for us as African Americans, some of
Absolutely.
the issues that we have are almost expected in Black people. The
Correct.
blood pressure, the diabetes.
Diabetes, high cholesterol,
Mm-hmm.
it runs deeper, it might even, convert to cancer a little bit. So you are definitely talking to one of those guys that have came up, mom or dad did the best they could to put food in our bellies and a roof over our head, and we ate everything. So what changed my perspective in life. My freshman year in college, I'm in a science class, and they broke down the pig. I'm like,
Ooh.
that's what we put in our stomach. At the age of 20, changed my life.
He said,
Early, changed my life. Yeah, because I'm in school getting the
yeah.
knowledge, and I just changed everything.
Listen, just the smell of chitlins changed my life. I'm like, how do you eat something that stink when it's dirty and stink when it's
Oh,
clean? Like,
I got family in Mississippi, so yeah, that smell is like I gotta go. I gotta go. Real,
we trying to cook it here.
somebody
I'd be
spray
like,
some Febreze up in this thing.
listen, no, you just got to get rid of the whole room. Ain't no Febreze.
the
Throw
whole
the whole
house.
room away. Throw the whole house away. So our last question, and then we will wrap it up. What are some strategies to help you remain focused on wellness and this overall wellness?
Well, for me, I look at my woman back. She has a nice back.
She has a nice back.
Yeah, she has a nice back. All jokes aside, but all jokes aside, I would go back to, again, self-motivation.
Yeah.
Go back to, again, look at your kid, especially if you was active. And your kid's gonna remember that, man, mom and daddy should do this and do that. They don't do it no more. Oh, kids they're gonna remind you too. Oh, you don't do this with me no more.
Yeah.
Right. So another one is, again, we look in the mirror every day. Every day we look in the mirror. And we looking at, where we gonna run, pinching ourselves.
Yeah.
Women looking at their butt, girl. All the motivation you need. All the motivation you need. It works every time for me, you know.
You're so funny. Well, I appreciate you coming on tonight and blessing us with the knowledge, blessing us with the personality, the history of Ryu and college years, and the fact that you said you was a lame in high school. It's just
Yes, I was. Yes, I was. I say that proudly now. Back then I didn't, back then.
Right, we didn't even want to say nothing back then. So go ahead and let everyone know, how can they reach you? How can they follow you, support you on everything that you have going on?
Well, you can reach me at Instagram at Ryu Rogers Official, Twitter, Ryu Rogers _7. And that's about it. You'll definitely see me on there, having a good time showing y'all, different sides of me. Not just the model side, the actor side, but the silly side. That's a little bit what y'all saw today. So I'm all over the place. I'm having a good time even through this pandemic. We all need smiles. We all need some type of motivation. But if you need that motivation, please don't hesitate to follow me.
Yes. Thank you so very much again, Ryu, for coming on tonight, being a guest, and just being so awesome. I really appreciate you.
I thank you for reaching out. There's no problem.
You are so welcome. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the show, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are streaming live, YouTube, Facebook, of course, on simplybree.com. Make sure you guys tune in next week, next Tuesday, where I will have my guest, Alan Newman. And the topic is going to be, how do you not become desensitized? So please follow me on Instagram. It's _simplybree_. Reach out to me. He said, what radio? Just Google it. You'll find us. And let me know what you think. Thank you guys once again for tuning in. I appreciate you. Have a safe and beautiful night, and we will catch you on the next show. Bye.